in my 30 years of practice and in 3 impeachment cases that I participated in together with my good compañeros, Attorney Jing Paras and Attorney Ferdinand Topacio, this is the first time that we have seen a witch hunting, fishing expedition, and a kangaroo court mold into one.
Si Laila de Lima, noong inimbestigahan niyan sa bilibid drug trade, hindi rin siya pumunta eh. She exercised her prerogative not to be present during the hearings. Bago sasabihin ngayon ni de Lima na it should be taken against the Vice President. Kanyang ka-ipokrito itong mga taong ito.
This is the most horrendous, outrageous, and void proceeding in an impeachment case. Can you imagine? Dalawang impeachment complaints na recycled and bogus, pinagbigyan nila on form and sufficiency. Tapos, nagkaroon ng proceeding which is, according to our compañero attorney Jimmy Bondoc, ay akin to a trial. Meron bang ganun? Only the Senate, sitting as an impeachment court, can conduct a trial. There's nothing in the rules of the House, nor in the Constitution, that permits the House Committee on Justice to commit a mini trial. Doon pa lang, pwede na nating iakyat yan sa Korte Suprema. Yung subpoena powers nila ay inabuso. Yung ultimate facts, wala. Tapos hihingi ka ng subpoena para mag-supply ng deficiency sa complaints. That renders the entire proceedings null and void. Kaya I agree with legal luminaries that this should be brought before the Supreme Court on a petition for certiorari with temporary restraining order. Because the rights of the accused in this case, Vice President Sara Duterte, is being violated as we speak. Grabe and grave abuse of discretion dito. In Bautista, in Sereno, and in Corona, hindi namin nakita ito. Imagine mo, isusupina nila ngayon ang mga bangko. Walang ganon. Only the Senate can do that. So that's another void action on the part of the House of Representatives. I would like to point that out, not because our dear Vice President ay malapit sa puso namin. We are duty-bound as citizens to protect the office of the Vice President, which is being violated ngayon ng House of Representatives, who are more concerned with the impeachment than addressing the emergency economic situation that we are facing. Maraming salamat.
Po, gusto ko lang tulungan ang ating taong bayan na maunawaan yung nangyayari, and I ask the members of the media to help our cause. Meron po akong dalawang konsepto na nais ilatag. Tulungan niyo po kaming ipaunawa sa taong bayan. Dalawa lamang po. Una, yung salitang akin. Ang daming nalilito sa salitang akin, katulad. Pangalawa, yung konsepto na in dubio pro reo. When in doubt, rule in favor of the accused. Ulitin ko po, dalawa lang. Isalitang akin, katulad. Kawangis, pero hindi salamin, ha? Katulad lamang, akin. Pangalawa, in dubio pro reo. Gusto kong maunawaan ng taong bayan yan. Okay. Sa impeachment po, it is a sui generis proceeding. Wala siyang katulad. It is a class of its own. Kaya, tuwing meron pong sinasabi na ang impeachment proceeding sa House ay akin to preliminary investigation, mag-a-apply dyan medyo ang rules of court, medyo lamang. Pero hindi eksakto. Tama po ba? Okay. Ang mga issue, maiintindihan nyo kaagad kapag inisip nyo yung salitang akin tsaka indubio pro reo. Bakit? Ano yung mga issue? Kahapon, sinabi nila, gusto nila na mag-cross-examine tayo, no? On our side, gustong i-cross-examine yung mga witnesses. Ang sabi po ng House, hindi naman ito criminal prosecution. Walang right to cross-examine. Okay? Pero, hindi po ang rules of court ang mananaig sa issue na yan. Dahil akin lamang sa preliminary investigation. So when in doubt, kung i-apply natin ang rules of court or hindi, dapat hindi. Ang i-apply natin ay ang konstitusyon. Because this is already akin to a criminal prosecution. Nadje-jeopardize na si Sara dahil sa susunod yan, diretso na sa ombudsman yan. Tama po ba? Ang masusunod lang po na rules strictly ay ang konstitusyon at suppletory lamang ang rules of court. Okay. Gusto naman nila na isabina na yung bank records. Di ba, Kong Jing, gusto na raw nila mag-hold ng mini trial. Kanino po nanggaling yung salita niyan? Sa kanila po sa House. That's what that's what they call a Freudian slip. Gustong-gusto na nilang mag-mini trial. Okay. So sila naman ang gumagamit ng salitang akin. It is already akin to a mini trial. Ano po ba nakalagay sa Article 11 ng Constitution Section 3, number 6? The Senate has the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. Meaning, hindi naman siya trial. Pero pag akin na siya to a trial, mini trial sa kanila, aling yan. No? Ibig sabihin, trial na yan. Bawal na yan. Wala silang jurisdiction. Therefore, it is fatally flawed. Defective siya. Then, pwedeng iakyat sa Supreme Court to for lack of jurisdiction. Bakit? When in doubt, rule in favor of the accused. Okay? To sum up, ito lang po ang panawagan natin sa taong bayan. Educate yourselves. Every time pinipilit po ang rules of court o kaya ang iba pang rules that is not applicable in strictissimi juris or juris, no? What will strictly apply only is the Constitution, Article 11 tsaka Article 3 Bill of Rights, no? Yan lang ang strict nating i-apply. Uulitin ko, pag nagmumukha ng criminal prosecution yan. Okay? In dubio pro reo. Pag nagmumukha ng trial, bawal na yan. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nilang preliminary investigation lang to, hindi pa pwede mag-cross-examine. In dubio pro reo. Pwede na mag-cross-examine dapat. Bakit? Because it's in favor of the accused. Every time may duda, i-apply ang konstitusyon in strictissimi juris and ignore other rules. Always in favor of Sara, who is now an accused, is in jeopardy, and alam naman nating kakasuhan nila. And the last message on accountability, no one is avoiding accountability. Kung gusto nyo, kasuhan nyo, hindi po immune ang Vice President. Kasuhan nyo sa Ombudsman na kayo naman ang nagtalaga. Kasuhan nyo doon. Pero itong impeachment, para sa akin nga, i-dismiss nyo na o ituloy nyo na, sabi nga ni Attorney Ferdy. Kasi kung merong reasonable certainty of conviction sa Senate, iakyat nyo na. At kung wala naman, itigil nyo na para po sa taong bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Just press it. Kaya ayoko ng wireless eh. Anyway, with all due apologies to my boss, may sisingit lang po ako another party matter. Noon pong August, this is totally unrelated, ano? Noong pong August, nagkaroon ng hearing yung committee ni Senator Robin Padilla, Committee on Communications and Media, on the sexual harassment sa mga studios, where I appeared as one of the resource persons. At further to that, I wrote a letter to follow up the results of what happened in that. And I would like to distribute to you the letter to Senator Padilla, who is a member, by the way, of the Partido Demokratiko Pilipino, Joey. This is in relation to the amendments to the law on sexual harassment, where I testified regarding the two cases that I've handled for GMA 7, yung studio ni Manong Rod on sexual harassment. And nasabi naman doon na in view of the recent resurgence of the revelations against Arnold Clavio, yung kay Sara Balabagan, there is a need to come out with those amendments to the law on sexual harassment. Ito po yung letter. Basically, tapos na po ito, ang sabi ko lang, i-amend nyo yung law on sexual harassment to the effect that those who cover up these acts of sexual harassment should be made as guilty as the principals. Oo. Joey, i-distribute mo na lang. Oo. Oo. Baka makalimutan ko eh. Oo. Para meron na sila. Kasi nga, although I clarified na alam kong walang kinalaman ang mga goson dyan. They are very godly, religious people and they will not allow it. Yung mga subalterns po nila, yung mga nasa baba ang nagko-cover up. So, yun po, binalita ko lang as a follow-up to another member of the party, si Senator Robin Padilla, who really wants to amend the law para mawala na niyang mga sexual harassment na yan, yung kay Gerald Santos and others na na-cover up. With that, I would like to turn over the floor to my among tunay, Attorney Raul Lambino. Si Laila de Lima, noong inimbestigahan yan sa Bilibid drug trade, hindi rin siya pumunti. She exercised her prerogative not to be present during the hearings. Bago sasabihin ngayon ni de Lima na it should be taken against the Vice President. Kanyang ka-ipokrito itong mga taong ito. Doon sa hearing, doon lumabas yung Committee on Justice din yun eh. Di ba? Ewan ko kung may ibang committee roon na parang on dangerous drugs yata, I don't know. Pero doon lahat lumabas yung alegasyon. Hindi siya pumunta. She did not rebut yung sinasabi na nagsusubuan sila ng saba ni Dayan. Ba't hindi siya pumunta roon? Sinabi niya, hindi saba, latundan. Ibig sabihin, just to underscore the fact na hindi niya ginagamit yung sinasabi niya sa sarili niya. Hindi siya pumunta roon. And the committee respected that. Na hindi siya pumunta. Wala naman sinabi laban sa kanya. Hindi rin pumunta yung mga abogado niya. Bakit ngayon sinasabi niya pag hindi ka pumunta? Against the Constitution. Hindi ba ang hearings in aid of legislation na nasa Constitution din? Ba't hindi niya sinabi sa sarili niya yon? So, that is how hypocritical, how Janus-faced these people are. Doble cara talaga. Grabe. At ang amin pong nais ipahayag ngayon sa ating mga kababayan ay ang aming lubos na pagkabahala sa nangyayari po sa ating House of Representatives, particularly the Committee on Justice. Kung saan nakikita po naman natin na wine-weaponize ang proceedings for the impeachment process with the chairman and the vast majority of the members of the House Committee na talagang ito po ay conspiracy na to convert the summary proceedings which are supposed to be summary or abbreviated or truncated, maiksi lamang, into a trial para sirain si Pangalawang Pangulong Sara Duterte. Bakit po nasabi ito ng partido? Unang-una, nakita nyo naman po ang abuse of process. Ito pong abuse ay ang pag-convert ng proseso into a mini trial. Bakit namin nasabi ito? Ang proseso po ay streamlined sapagkat ang trial po dapat po sa Senado sitting as an impeachment court. So ito lamang po ang proseso. May magpa-file under any of the two modes. Kasi tatlong modes po yan eh. Yung isa po, pagka one-third, iba po ang proseso. But this was not, the impeachment complaints were not initiated under the last mode. Yung isa lang po, verified complaint endorsed by a member at verified complaint by a member. So, nandiyan na po. Dapat yan, the House Committee should find whether it is sufficient in form, after which they should find whether it is sufficient in substance. If the answer is in the affirmative, magkakaroon po ng sufficiency of ground. There will be a hearing, not a trial. And later on, papaliwanag po ng ating mga kasamahan anong pagkakaiba ng hearing at trial to determine sufficiency of grounds and the formulation of the articles of impeachment. Alam po namin ni Attorney Luna yan at ni Jing Paras sapagkat baka hindi po alam ng iba, kami po tatlo ang successfully impeach kay former COMELEC Chairman Andres Bautista. He was successfully impeached dahil yung pong articles ay na-transmit sa Senado. However, the Senate ruled that the said impeachment has become moot and academic because of his intervening resignation. So, dumaan po kami sa proseso at alam po namin yan. Hindi po nagkakaroon ng ganyang trial sa Committee on Justice. In fact, si Laila de Lima, nagagalit siya noong naging mini trial. Yung impeachment complaint laban kay hindi naman pwedeng sabihin Chief Justice kasi null and void nga against Maria Lourdes Sereno. Yung mga same people na galit noon na naging mini trial daw under then Committee Chairman Ray Umali, naka 18 trials, galit na galit sila. Sila ngayon ang gumagawa ng same. That is the hypocrisy of the present House Committee on Justice, except for Representative Rufus Rodriguez. Ganyan po ang ginagawa. Ina-abuse din yung subpoena powers sapagkat sabi nga po nila, okay, the House and the Senate, they have broad powers to formulate their own rules of procedure. Ngunit, always and in the final act, at ipapaliwanag po yan ng mga kasama ko, I'm just laying the broad outline. Hindi po maaring sumalungat ang power ng either house, the House of the Senate and the House of Representatives, na nag-formulate ng rules na labag sa saligang batas, particularly the due process clause, the right against self-incrimination, and the right to remain silent. Oo. So, yan po ang isa sa mga kinababahala namin, ina-abuse. Ewan ko kung alam mo hindi, kasi si Terry Didon, back in the days when Terry Didon was just growing his face, nandun na kami sa impeachment ni na Jing at saka ni Manny. Kaya sinasabi po nga namin, si Luistro, si De Lima ay napakapangit po nang sinasabi nila doon sa committee hearing sapagkat labag po sa batas. Kitang-kita naman natin, they're turning this into a demolition job. Can you imagine the pettiness of these people? Nagpapakuha pa ng Mary Grace, Piatos, si Sedanya, di ba? Tabingi po ang katuwiran ni Sedanya sa dating na yan because they're undergoing trial by publicity. Yan po ang kinababahala namin. They're abusing the process. They should let the Senate conduct the trial kasi may pagkakaiba po yan. Ang daming abogado rito. They can explain it better. We have lawyers here who are much better than myself. So, with that, yun po ang pahayag ng PDP. We are alarmed, we are bothered, we are very deeply concerned with the weaponization nitong process sa House na dapat summary lang ginagawa nila. They're converting it into a kangaroo court. At ang panawagan po namin sa committee, alam naman po natin, Huwag na nating lokohin ang taong bayan. Alam naman namin that you will find sufficient ground and you will transmit it to the Senate. Gawin nyo na. Ipokrito kayo eh. Kunyari pa nagtatrial kayo, preordained na naman ang conclusion yan eh. And you're not fooling anyone. So, gawin nyo na. Ngunit, siyempre, hindi nila gagawin dahil gagawin nila ito to rake the Vice President over the coals. That is why we believe in the PDP that it was a very smart move for the Vice President not to attend. Siyempre, ititwist nila yan. Pero, tama po ang Vice Presidente. Bakit ka pupunta sa isang kangaroo court, sa isang court of a star chamber na alam mo na ang kahihinatnan, you will only be legitimizing what they are doing, the illegal and unconstitutional things that they are doing by your presence. So ang klaro po dyan, nakita po natin yung stand ni VP sa kanyang answer. Wala pong waiver of rights at wala pong waiver ng any constitutional objections that there may be down the road. Maraming salamat po. And now I turn you over to my more capable brethren in the profession.